sorry, my straight edge. And line these up, and then just made about a 2 to 3 inch cut there, a 2 to 3 inch cut there, came in with my hook, clean those out, These are called keys. Now on a big long sheet, you're not going to be able to connect them all like that. The reason I did it here is because, and this is what's happened before, I want you guys to underscribe this seam, but we are going to weld it. I want to see that you can cut a nice, clean, underscribed seam. If you do these keys individually, and you don't have them perfectly in line, say when you cut that one, you accidentally tilt this a little bit, what you're going to get is this little, like, almost looks like a spearhead in there. It goes from nothing up to like whatever you had at Cox. You have this little black spot right in your seam. So on a big sheet, if you know you're welding it doesn't matter because you're going to be welding it, so you won't see that little gap. But I want you guys to have nice, tight, clean seams. If you get that little key thing, don't worry about it. I like keys a lot because it allows you to underscribe, so if your sheet's got a little waviness to it, so like those trimmers that I showed you, if in the manufacturing process they get what's called trueness of edge, it gets out of whack, so what happens is those sheets will kind of do this as they're being produced. So when you pull that edge trimmer down there, it just follows that. It doesn't straighten it out. Now if you chalk the line and cut it with a straight edge, you could straighten it out. So that's why underscribing is nice, because no matter what the edge of that sheet does, the underscribe follows it right along through there. So this is how you want to get your sheet set up. Get all the shit.
I didn't hear that part when you said you're cutting this. Do you measure to a certain area to cut those little notches?
No, you don't want them too close to the walls because then it's the part of the sheet that's like curling up and then your keys aren't on the floor. Some people will only put one. I don't like putting one because like you already got marks there, so it'd be nice to just put a key right in the middle and then use your same mark. But what can happen with only one key, it can twist real easy. You know, it might look like it's nice and clean here, but if you're tilted just a tiny bit here, that could be, you know, a quarter of an inch down here. So when you got two, it controls it, you know, this way. So the keys will control you this way, your set marks control you that way. I didn't say before, you always want to make sure you clean the back of your sheets. A lot of guys will just use their duster brush or a push broom. I am now on a huge sheet, yeah, you're going to use your push broom. Now if it's a smaller sheet, I always like to just use my hand because you can feel if anything gets left behind. Because like obviously I missed something right here. I don't even see it, but I can feel it. That way I know I got it. Both your walls, click your keys right onto that seam. Sorry guys, yeah, I'm gonna be back over here now. I just wanted to show how I kind of got the sheet set up.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So I probably could have brought these in maybe a little bit. I wouldn't want my keys up here because they'd be hanging up in the air. Because where my keys are, we're gonna do that first wall just like we did the first wall back here. So this is a little bit in my way, so I'm gonna move this up here. I'm using the 2-inch template because I only got to get from here to here. So my little 2-inch, so my 2-inch flexi is plenty big enough to get me to that part, okay? So where your key's going to be. I got the wrong fucking glasses in. I'll just do it blurry. Bring your keys, not your actual bring the keys because that's your final resting spot, finish seam, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't bring this sheet back here because then you're not moving it, you're only moving it back 1.5 inches, not 2 inches. Works. Ready to, you know how this goes.
This guy here?
Thank you. It's a little bit easier to get this in there to mark this. That's that, and then I just need this one coming straight back here. And I learned from the last time, I think it's because my pencil's being cocked that way, then that's why I'm getting those fullness in those cuts. So I'm gonna maybe take just a hair more off, because remember how full mine